Hello, I'm Elgato and welcome back to the video. So like a lot of you, I've been slowly transitioning over to the brand new version of Minecraft on the Xbox, and this leads to a lot of weird situations because this version of the game is based on an entirely different code base. You know, it was already built from the ground up years and years ago, and over the years they've added lots of things that are just really different to the existing console version of Minecraft, and because of this there's lots of moments where you just realize like, wait, is that really a thing you can do, or does this really happen here? And I've had a lot of these moments, so I figured I'd share 5 just crazy weird stuff in this version that when you first, come across it, you're like, wow, is that really part of Minecraft? And it turns out they all are, but they're pretty wacky things I wanted to share in today's video, so hopefully you do all enjoy 5 of the weird exclusive WTF things in Minecraft for the, Bedrock Edition. So, like this video if you do like it, because it helps out the channel. Let us know you do like seeing these sorts of videos, but with that said, let's get straight into talking about the very first one here, which is a quite basic one, but it is a setting that you probably are turning down from time to time, but you might not even realize what you're turning down, because if we look at this piece of sand right in front of us, and then we go to settings, and we turn down our anti-aliasing, which is, again, it's a setting lots of games have, but you're not used to it in Minecraft. If you turn this down and you look at the ground right here, you can see how pretty much nothing changes. Like in the far left, those cacti are getting a little bit worse, but you can't really see too much from over here. However, if we actually look at some trees or something, you can see just how much worse the trees can look if you decide to sacrifice some graphical quality. So essentially, although it does a lot of other things, it smooths out edges. Again, anti-aliasing is like a pretty good technology. You can see how just the entire world looks roughly the same. The corners on the far right and the far left look way different, but look at those trees. That is where you're noticing the biggest difference, and if I go to a big group of trees before we do this, you can really see just how much they get degraded by. So again, let's do anti-aliasing down to 1, and let's show you what you can sacrifice. Again, you get a little bit better, video quality, but then your trees will look something like this, and it's a little bit painful to look at, but this is just how things work on this version. So yeah, exclusive to this version is the ability to turn down your AA and make things look really jaggedy, but in exchange for that, you do get a better frame rate, so you can trade frame rate for really, really confusing distance things, and that's something you've never been able to do before. The second thing is actually a variant of something we have been able to do, but it's so much more insane in this version, because ravines are just nuts on the brand new Minecraft Xbox. And by nuts, I mean like they're not just like slightly deeper, they're as deep as they humanly can be. So the thing about ravines on this brand new version is they were built from scratch again, and they just kind of took the idea from the other versions and then made it like, oh yeah, why not make this way more extreme so they can always be seen from the surface. So yeah, this is a ravine right here which goes from about 100 blocks up. Again, there's no maps that tell coordinates, but we're about 100 blocks above the surface, and if we jump into this thing, which we'll do right now, we're going to fall down to about y equals 10 or so, about 100 block fall, probably realistically more like 90, but that still means we're falling all the way from the top of the world down to diamond height. There are diamonds found in here, not just one diamond, there's like 4 or 5 diamonds. There's a bunch of diamonds found in here, which is just nuts that you can find this all in one place, as well as gold, lapis, all this sort of stuff is found in this ravine, because this goes all the way to only about like 6 blocks above bedrock. So we go from, again, like y100 to y equals like 8 or something like that. It's nuts just how deep ravines can go, and it makes them really, really scary, because you can run across a ravine pretty much anywhere, because again, they run across the surface, and most of the time they go a little bit incognito. Like this one just literally cut through the terrain. You can't even notice that like there's a thing there until you walk into it, so you have to be paying attention at all times, because otherwise you'll be running along, like let's say on this little plains right here, and if you don't notice something in front of you, you're just like, oh, that's weird that there's a gap there, or you look around to the side to see what you're recording, well, suddenly you've fallen like 50 blocks into lava, which is long enough that like any one of these ravines will kill you instantly. There's no like chance you'll survive, you're just dead if you fall into one of these, which is why you've got to watch out, or at least try and fall in the water. So yeah, ravines are way more intense in this version, and I think that's kind of, fascinating. So the third little exclusive, thing here that's, a really confusing thing the first time you see it, is actually going to be the fact that you can find mob jockeys. So yeah, that's right, mob jockeys are a real thing. You can find a zombie riding any passive mob, basically. You can find zombies riding cows, you can find zombies riding chickens, or chickens on other versions too, but you can find them riding pigs, you can find them riding horses, so you can even find baby zombies riding zombies, because baby zombies can ride pretty much any mob in the game in this version, and although it's hard to show you to Swift spawning, because the commands don't let you do that right now, it is crazy just how they really look, and eventually you'll come across one and you won't believe your eyes. You'll think the game's been hacked, but no, this is just this version of the game. They decided to, make baby animals a bit more serious, which is why all the baby animals do more, and why this, the baby zombie does even more than that. So with that said, let's move on to the next one, which isn't the fact that we have villagers in the nether, which is, by the way, not a good idea for their safety, but it is to do with these ghasts over here. So we're going to actually have to lure the ghast into attacking me right now, which means into survival we go. But yeah, so let's do that right now, actually. So let's go all the way back up to game, and let's set our game mode to survival. So, oh, that's not survival, because now the ghast is going to fire at me, and you can hear just how horrifying this noise is. I'm going to turn it up way so you can just hear this. Is that not the most horrifying thing you've ever heard? It's slower, so it's a little bit easier to fight, but the noise it makes is just like they distorted it even more, which is hilarious, because it is just a cat noise, but it's a cat noise they took to the crazy. So I died from that, but it's fine. Let's go back to the overworld, and let's talk about the next one here. So I'm going to turn down the volume. Sorry if you couldn't hear me over that, all of that, because I just wanted to make sure that you hear, and you know, I hear that in my sleep now. I hear the scream of the ghast, and I don't think I'll ever be able to stop doing that. So let's talk next about the next, the final WTF thing, which is like really crazy, because it generates in such weird ways, and it varies based on like which dimension. It varies on so many different things, but basically when you get to the edge of your world, your entire Minecraft thing seems to glitch. So if you want to do this, again, I've shown this command off a billion times, but you just want to type slash and then teleport, so teleport, and then you want to type yourself. My name is Toycat, but your name might be different. And then, by the way, I've got a keyboard now, just like, it's not a very good one, but it'll do for now. And then you want to type 12550, and then it's 800 roughly, and then like 100, and then we'll go, we'll go all the way to like the corner farlands too, so 12550. 800. So the thing about this is it's not quite so exciting to see on the console, at least in the overworld, but you will still see some interesting things as we get towards the edge, which is what I'm mostly here to show you, because yeah, so if we go to these coordinates right here, so again about 800, that's going to be about fine for now. So we type that, we go, and we end up over at the farlands. So actually I need to go to survival first, or creative first, because otherwise I'm just going to fall right through the world. Okay, I've got to be quick on this, got to be quick. Because yeah, the thing about the farlands that's so crazy is not only the fact that you can fall through pretty much any block, which by itself I would say is pretty weird stuff, right? Oh yeah, it's also the fact that, so you can fall through any block, which is weird. So as you can see, I can just go right through the floor of this. I can go all the way through the floor of the world without breaking any blocks, because the blocks just don't exist down here. So that's kind of weird. I can go straight down below bedrock, which again, not something you're necessarily expecting, but as well as being able to go through blocks, lots of blocks glitch out and go to much different dimensions. So I've explained this in full videos, so I know a lot of you are like, so Cat, you're repeating yourself, but for a lot of people this is the first time they're hearing that, like, oh yeah, look at the end, sorry, look at the world, it just keeps on going on like that. And this means that if we do the opposite, so I'm going to now go to, so let's get our chat up. Now we're going to do the opposite thing, so we're going to type slash teleport soycat. Again, we can't just copy your old command, because there's currently a glitch of that. Soycat. So, okay, wait, toy cat, and then you want to type minus those coordinates. So we need to find the minus somewhere on here, minus, and then same thing, minus 12550, 800, 100, and then again minus, and then 12550, 800. So this will take us to the opposite farlands, which might result in entirely different things. Again, it's hard to be certain right now. It's probably just going to be ocean. Yeah, it's the same ocean thing here. But you can see if we place any blocks down, or a lot of blocks down, I should say. Not every block is glitched, but a lot of them are. By the way, look, the trees are even broken here. Isn't that lovely? But yeah, if we place down pretty much any block, you're going to see how things get really weird. Also, look at that glitch. We can see that the bottom of the ocean isn't just, regular bedrock. It's bedrock, like, placed in weird, like, things. It's not just the layer of it. It's like the layer that would be there regardless. So yeah, there's a lot of blocks that you can see. So for instance, we take the fences. I've shown this off in a video, but it's worth showing again. If we take any block, it turns into this, because the farlands just kind of distorts how everything works, and that's kind of a nuts little thing there. So if we go to the Nether and do this, so if I like, I guess I'll like slash kill toycat. You can't do that in creative. So what I'll just do then is I'll slowly, oh, you can't take full damage over here, but basically if I show the same thing off in the Nether, which I can entirely do, then things get even weirder there, because like again your stuff generates and you get like these weird skyblock effects. I've shown it off in a bunch of different videos, but you see actually, should we go there anyway? Let's go there anyway. So yeah, we're gonna find ourselves some obsidian. Again, this is totally worth showing off, because the farlands is one of the biggest just confusions in Minecraft. It generates because of the weird map errors, and it creates this very unique experience. So as you can see, things are not only weird with the placement over here, so there we go, just place blocks all the way up to there, and then we need to go back through them. And even though the blocks that the Nether portal's made from aren't real, we can still go through this thing if we believe in ourselves, just like that. And now we can type the exact same things in the Nether, and we can see things glitch out even here. So, yeah, same exact things we just did before. Oh, by the way, so, yeah, as you get further out from spawn, things get glitchy. So even though we're only 1 million blocks away from spawn, or about 1.5 million, you can see how, like, everything just shakes a little bit. This is real Minecraft. This is, like, played in the legit game. You could theoretically make it to these coordinates pretty easily in the Nether. Like, it wouldn't be too difficult to just travel. 1 million blocks is, like, somewhat difficult, but it's not the hardest thing in the world to travel all of these blocks. You could theoretically do this, and you could create the weirdest part of the world, but then it gets weirder, because, again, if we type into our chat, exactly the same thing we did before, so slash teleport toycat. This is like a deep dive adventure here. teleport toy cat, or your own gamer tag. As always, if you type teleport toy cat and I'm not there, it doesn't actually teleport me, sadly. As funny as that would be. And then 1255, so 12550, 820, and then like, I don't know, 100, and then, oh wait, that's more zeros than I need right there. And then 12550, 820. So I missed out a 5 there, so let's try that again. You know, I'll just type it with the thing here. So 550, 800, whatever. There we go, we're good, let's go. So as you can see, what happens here in the Nether, again, it's the exact same coordinates as we were at before in the overworld, but in the Nether, it creates even stranger, more different results. So let's just fall down till we find something maybe. There we go. It creates this really, really strange thing you see right here, which is the sky grid effect. So this sky grid effect might seem like it's the end of like, okay, so things get weird, Toycat, I get it. Sometimes you find the far lands, sometimes you find an endless ocean, sometimes you find sky grid, so just, you know, and everything can only generate on every like 5th block in every direction, but then sometimes you get structures which generate into this thing. So if we go far enough in this direction, you'll see that structures like this Nether Fortress do generate into that, but none of the block mobs can stand on the thing, so that's kind of funny there. But then you'll notice we do the exact same thing. Again, we only one more of these, don't worry, but we teleport the exact same thing. So teleport, so hopefully I get the right coordinate here, but we teleport Toycat to, again, 12550, wait, 550. Again, I hate my keyboard so much, it's just very slightly faster than typing, and then 100, and then let's just say 16 million, because it should start to glitch out a bunch then. This will either crash the game, and we crashed the game. So thank you very much for watching this video. That was kind of like a mess towards the end there, but hopefully you get the point that as you go out even further than the Farlands, things just glitch more and more and more and more. And the fact that there is an endless world that's not really endless is something that might make you go WTF like the rest of this video. So hopefully you all enjoyed it. Like this video if you liked it, share if you really liked it, subscribe if you're new around here, and hopefully I'll see you all